Welcome back to Heading Home, guys. So we are getting off work at about 4:45, which I stayed a little bit later today just to get some of my personal work done. I have another channel that I try to run and try to get started up. So anyway, today I wanted to talk about a book series that we all know, we all love. If you don't love it, I'm confused, but it's Harry Potter. I decided to reread Harry Potter back probably a month ago, and off and on I'll get back to reading the books, and right now I'm just near the end of the third book. So this is not necessarily a spoiler for Harry Potter, but if you haven't read Harry Potter and or wanting to know something about Harry Potter by reading it yourself, probably should jump off. But anyway, so I've been reading, and the thing that I've been reading more about or wondering more about in this go run through the series is the Marauders map. So if you don't know what the Marauders map is, it's a map of Hogwarts that magically shows who is walking around Hogwarts and what they're doing. In the movie, it just depicts like footsteps with the name next to it, but in the book, it actually shows a little ink figure of the person itself. So in the book, Harry gets this from Fred and George Weasley. They've used it to make some trouble for a while now. And then he uses it to get into Hogsmeade, which is the village next to the school of Hogwarts. But the thing that I'm trying to figure out right now, and I'll give you my thoughts on it, are if the original makers of the map, which are Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs, those are the four friends, including James Potter and Sirius Black, who created it. And there's been a theory that those four members can't actually be seen on the map. They made themselves invisible to it. However, that theory goes that, if they were able to be seen, then Fred and George Weasley would have been seeing a name of Peter Pettigrew basically sleeping with Ron every night, which you'd think they would, think something was up there and figure something out there. So Peter Pettigrew hasn't shown up for Fred and George. Anyway, near the end of the third book, Sirius Black has Ron, Harry, and Weasley all in the Shrieking Shack, and Lupin shows up, claiming to have seen Sirius Black take Ron and Peter Pettigrew through the Whomping Willow to the Shrieking Shack. So this means that Lupin saw Peter Pettigrew and Sirius Black's name on the map, and therefore you'd think would nullify the very idea that the original owners and makers of the map are hidden from view of the map itself. Now, that doesn't necessarily prove that they aren't. So if somebody else were to use it, like Harry, it's possible that he wouldn't see Lupin's name on the map, and he wouldn't see Sirius Black's name on the map, and he wouldn't see Peter Pettigrew's name on the map, because he wasn't an original owner and maker of the Marauders map. So that's just something that I've been thinking about a little bit as I've been reading through this book. The Marauders map is pretty cool. It depicts all seven floors of Hogwarts in a succinct manner in which the owner or user of the map can know exactly who's where and doing exactly what they're doing, so that they can sneak around. The Marauders map literally is unlocked by saying, "I solemnly swear I am up to no good." And so these four friends that created it, it's Lupin, Sirius Black, Peter Pettigrew, and James Potter, who's Harry's dad, were rather smart in their troublemaking endeavors. And so, again, in this book, Snape actually says that, or maybe it's Filch, somebody mentions that Fred and George Weasley aren't the most troublemaking duo that has happened. It's actually been Sirius Black and James Potter, who were the most troublemaking duo ever to be at Hogwarts. And that's saying something, because we know Fred and George have played some pretty cruel pranks and gotten some pretty good laughs. So that just shows how smart James Potter is, and Sirius Black was, or is, and it shows just how devious the Marauders map is. And like I said, it's opened by that catchphrase and then closed by saying mischief managed. So the Marauders map was never meant to be something to be used for good, but to cause mischief in Hogwarts while going to school there. Naturally, they got it confiscated by Filch. That's how Fred and George got it. Anyway, I'm just rambling on right now, and it's probably too much for you guys, but the Marauders map is a cool concept that J.K. Rowling put into her books that I think is pretty cool. But when you're working with magic, you can basically do anything when it comes to cool artifacts and different ways to depict those artifacts. So anyway, just figured I'd share that. Next time we'll see if we can get you a different topic. I know I've stuck on the stories, but anyway, talk to you guys next time. Bye.